Hello, it's Aenslee Tanner here, back with another video for you. And in today's video, I wanted to kind of hit pause and reflect on this New Year's challenge that I'm undertaking very visibly with you here. I think it's really important to undertake the process of reflection. I think it's something that in our busy lives nowadays, it's so easy to put on the back burner, say that's something we'll get to later. But in my coaching practice and in just my everyday life, I find reflection so valuable because it actually helps us track how far we've come. It's very easy as human beings. We're very adaptable when we reach kind of a new normal for ourselves. It's very easy to forget. Actually, it wasn't always this way for us, right? It maybe used to be a lot more difficult, a lot more uncomfortable. So I want to very publicly reflect here with you on how the first half of my New Year's Facebook Live video challenge is going. I've wondered laughed with my partner wondering, oh, should I film like a behind the scenes video of me getting ready to shoot these, because I think it would be hilarious. Every time that I hit go live, the first thing you see of me is me saying hello and looking hopefully fairly normal. But I tell you, right beforehand, I have to psych myself up every time. There's lots of self-talk that goes on in my head. Things like, oh gosh, no, do I really have to do this? Oh my goodness, this is so uncomfortable. So there's lots of this kind of voice going on. And so it's really it's a physical concerted effort for me to push go live each time and say, really commit to, I'm doing this. That said, I can already see, having done these videos for half a month now, that there's a bit more business as usual of a routine to it for me. So it's kind of like, I get to the time of the day where I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down and do this. Boom, boom, boom. Hitting play and going live and getting it done. So there's already starting to be a little bit of a shift there. It's not quite as there's not quite as much hand wringing and gut wrenching of a feeling at the start. So that's progress. That's a shift. So I'm pleased with that. Still got half a month to go, so we'll see where I get to. But I'd also like to reflect with you on, again, the reason why I'm doing this. Now, there might be some of you sitting there watching this right now thinking, come on, it's not that big of a deal to record a video. Awesome, if that's the case for you. But everybody's different, right? And for me, one of my big kind of growth edge areas is being public. I'm a very private person, quite introverted. The work I do is quite, it's always been in operations, behind the scenes. Even now with coaching, it's very much a behind the scenes kind of a role, one-on-one with folks. So this idea of being public, being very visible, sharing my thinking and experiences openly with lots of people is not something that comes naturally to me. So for me, it is a big stretch. But I totally acknowledge it's not the same for everybody. But this is my path that I'm sharing. So the reason that this was a particular challenge that I wanted to undertake this year is because it's been on my mind for a number of years now, but it's becoming more and more clear to me that I just really am committed to making sure I don't live my life based on, I don't want it to be dictated by my fears, to put it that way. So in order to be able to do that, I'm committed to continually stretching my comfort zone, right? I see, taking actions like this is just a way to kind of push the edges of my comfort zone out, expand it a bit, make it a bit wider. With each thing that I do that scares me or that makes me uncomfortable, it gets bigger. And the reason I want that bigger comfort zone is because with, a bigger comfort zone comes more choices. Right? I have more options about what I can do, right? Before, if I had allowed myself to continue to be constrained by not being able to speak publicly or to produce videos online or whatever, I'm constraining, the growth of my business, my ability to impact more people, all sorts of things, right? There are limitations there. So by expanding my comfort zone, I open up more choices. I have more options for how to reach people, more options for how to do my work, more ways to influence. So that's that's my logic and the reasoning behind this. So I thank you very much for following along. I hope you found this helpful. I'd encourage you to hit pause every once in a while, as busy as you are, to reflect, notice how far you've come, take those learnings forward with you, really acknowledge yourself for your progress. This is a journey we're all on. So I hope you found this helpful, and I'll be back again shortly with another video. So I'll see you soon.